birthday girl, Tonnia. She's 14, my mini-me. And show everybody who you're a fan of. All day, every day.
You got a Panther gear too.
There's Lauren. She's learned how to do her baby hairs and swoop them to the side, y'all. Edges.
Oh. Okay.
You need to come on, put it again now so you can eat.
And then when you eat, you gonna get
what's called? You have more strength to play.
I'm gonna give y'all more vegetables.
I know.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tonnia. Happy birthday to you.
Bravo, bravo.
Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed.
Your message, and that's just what one young girl did for her hometown. And on Earth Day, y'all know this is Earth Day.
Now listen at this, y'all. I just wanted to put this on there, just how we need to celebrate children and be about motivating, encouraging, instead of always being so nasty and negative on social media. Now listen at this.
This bright and bubbly sixth grader from Flint, Michigan has a real thirst for environmental change.
I want to speak up and say, hey, the water's bad. Can someone please fix it? But they never did fix it. So I said, well, now listen to me because I'm a kid.
Taking matters into her own hands, little Miss Flint did what I like to say and made her mess her message.
150,000
Putting on weekly water distribution events for thousands of Flint residents with limited access to clean water after nearly 5 years since the start of the water crisis.
People are still using bottled water and they're not drinking or using the water to do anything.
After Flint's water
Wow, y'all, this is still occurring just because it ain't in the news.
100 people were critically ill. 12 losing their life after drinking the
That water is still looking like that over there in Flint, Michigan, y'all.
We don't see it on the news anymore, so the water crisis must be done there. The water must be better. Absolutely not.
I'm definitely not ever drinking the water, and I'm never going to let my son drink it again.
I just put it up in my mouth and just spit it out.
With nearly 100,000 followers, Mari receiving global attention, reminding the world that they too can...
I have followed this young lady on Twitter, and I also am going to be donating again, because when this Flint crisis happened, I donated hundreds of dollars, and I'm just glad that they reminded us on the news that this is still an ongoing situation. So I'm going to be also donating again to this cause. Awesome.
As we celebrate Earth Day today, Mari reminds us that a clean Earth is worth fighting for.
Thank you, Mari. Thank you. Listen at this. Positivity.
There's a letter project called Dear Flint Kids that she created to send kids in Flint positive messages from all around the world. People send letters to Mari that she hands out to kids in her community events. Our audience, they have cards,
wow.
They have markers. And
so awesome. Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. This story of this young lady, Mari, who is doing the daggone thing to be what impactful where she lives, has really just motivated me. I've just been sitting here praying and meditating to the Lord, and that's just been my theme this year. I wanted to do things that are impactful. And of course, one of the things I've done, and I started the Bible study on my channel, and when I tell y'all, I get so many personal messages of people just thanking me for that. And I just said, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to be used and me to be obedient to what you're saying. And it's not about me. There ain't no flesh and glory concerning time. All glory goes to God, because God is using me to change the very lives of his people. Oh, and that is such a blessing. But this young lady just reminded me, because I remember when that Flint, Michigan water crisis first hit the scene, it was just beyond my mind that something like that was happening. And so, of course, I gave, I donated. I remember all of that. I remember we would do certain drives and bring in water, taking it to different locations, because a lot of water was, y'all remember that, a lot of water was being shipped and hauled to Flint, Michigan to help with that water crisis. But then again, when we don't see it in the news on a day-to-day basis, it gets pushed to the back. For those of us who don't live in those areas, because it's not an everyday thing that we deal with or see. And so I am just so glad that I was watching the news this morning to be reminded, yeah, there's we still got some work to do. And so for me, I thought, okay, Tonya, this is all about you being impactful. And I was just so in awe of this 11-year-old girl who has she's just doing things that are impactful. As they stated, she's turned this mess into her message. And so this is what I said, you know what I'm going to do with the kids getting ready to get out for the summer. And I'm going to just go to my city council, and all that stuff is available. You go down to your local city council. You can go to different social services in your community and just find out where a need is. And I'm going to take my nieces and nephew, and we're going to do some things that are going to be impactful for us here in our community and any other community that is just deficient in whatever. So, I mean, that just really, because I thought, I was thinking yesterday, for their age group, normally between the 12 and 16-year-old, there's really not much for them to do now in my community, because we're such a small town. But you know what? This just reminded me, oh yeah, there's plenty of work to do. You just got to seek it out. So thank you, Mari. I'm just so impressed. I'm just so full, because we can be so negative. And when I say we, I'm just talking about us as a society. We can be so negative. We can get on here and be so negative about what we eat, what we wear. And there's real work that needs to be done. And I'm just reminded, Tonya, remember to do things that are impactful. We know that just like Jesus told us, the poor will be with us always, the ugly, the nasty, the negative, but you be the difference. You be the change you want to see, because you can't speak for everybody else. You can't do for everybody else. And everybody is not going to have understanding, just like they didn't have understanding of Jesus when he came. A lot of people didn't like him. They called him demonic. They called him, what is he doing? He's not doing stuff like you're supposed to. So all that's going to always be. All that's going to always be. People want you to walk around with a spirit of fear. I don't have a spirit of fear. Because anything I know I'm doing for God, it's going to be lasting. And so if you want to form any type of weapons, they won't prosper. You might think they'll prosper. The enemy might think he's got the upper hand. But just like we know, on Resurrection Sunday, Jesus rose up with all power in his hand. So anyway, like I said, I specifically wanted to talk about that, is that, we can do a lot of things that's impactful instead of being so nasty and negative on here on social media. A lot of people leave comments about, you know, don't you get tired of doing this? No, I don't get tired of doing it. Just like you don't get tired, I'm sure, of going on people's channels, leaving nasty comments. You don't get tired of that. So no, I'm not going to get tired of doing things that I know that are positive, impactful, and making changes in people's life. But all you're going to do is just go on people's pages and be negative and nasty. You're never positive. You're always nasty. You're always negative. And so this was just a breath of fresh air. And I understand it's not always like that. And there's more good, I would like to believe, than bad, and more positive more than negative. But there are always going to be those few that don't have anything to do but go on other people's channels and just be nasty. They just are. And that's just who they are. They don't know how to be any other way but that. And I get that. But over here on this channel and my other channels, yeah, we're going to be positive. We're going to do things that are impactful, you know, because we can sit around and be nasty all the time and point fingers and ooh and ah and, you know, gawk and all that. But guess what? What are you going to do about it? Let's put some action to some stuff. So anyway, I'm just encouraged that for any parents that are out there, and let's shine a spotlight on these young people who are doing things, who are being impactful. And I thought also what was so awesome about this, not only is she making an impact in doing these water distributions, and it's not just a one-time thing. I mean, this young girl, she's making it happen on a month-to-month basis. But she also is getting positive, encouraging letters that she has made the clarion call for people to send in positive letters. So that's going to be something that the children are out all this week here where we are for spring break. So when I go over there and, you know, visit with my granddaughter and my niece and stuff, I'm going to say, hey, how about y'all writing a letter and or sending a card, and I'll make sure I go get the cards, and just write something positive to these children that we can send to the Flint, Michigan community. And just, you know, mail them to, you know, Mari, so that she can give them out and read them. And I thought, that, man, look at that. That is just awesome to me. And, you know, we hear it all the time, and a child will leave them. It's just really the truth. In some circumstances, a child will leave them, and that's what that child is doing. Leading them to positivity, being impactful in her community, that she sees that there's a problem, and she sees it with her own eyes. And she has become an answer to some of that problem. Isn't that something? And that's all what we're looking for. We all are looking for answers. Sometimes the answer is right there in front of us, but we won't even receive it. Or the answer is walking by us. The Lord tells us blessings come and go all day long. It's this, that we have got to receive those blessings. And we have to receive an answer that's being put in front of us. So anyway, that, like I said, I just thought that was so impactful. And that's something I'm gonna be doing and working with my family members this summer, and get them excited about being a part of something that can be impactful. And then as they go on in life, as they mature in life, they will always have that with them to give and be a part of something that's impactful, not just for their community, but also for the world. That's just a good, sound foundation to instill in our children. Yeah, we want to teach them about investing in this and investing in that and buying this and buying that, making good, sound decisions. But, you know, sometimes life can happen, and not everybody can get out and buy a house, and not everybody can get out and invest in this, invest in that. But those type of things, where you can be impactful and you can be positive and you can show other people up, that's what, anyway, that's the foundation I stand on. That's the command that Jesus left with us. Love one another. Yeah, that comes first, and all that other stuff will come as well. So, you know, don't fret. Don't get upset that you don't have this big, nice house. I don't. I'm in very humble areas. I can do what I want to do at this point in my life. I can, you know, travel. And, you know, if the house comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. But the desire of my heart is to have that. But for the first month, honey, it don't even matter if you got a nice house, nice car and all that, and you mean as a rattlesnake. Ain't that the truth? So, you know, I don't even, stuff like that doesn't even bother me, because I want to make sure I'm instilling in those that I love and those around me, that I can be an impact in their life. Amen. So anyway, again, I just wanted to come on and jaw jet. Y'all know I love the jaw jet. But anyway, let me go. Again, I just want to put that out there. And that if anybody has, whether it's the financial means or just, again, what's so awesome about that, because a lot of people may not can afford to even give $1 because they're trying to make ends meet at their house. I totally get it. But perhaps maybe you can spare, what is it? Is the stamp 60 cents now? I always get the forever stamp, so I don't even know. But whatever the cost of a stamp, maybe perhaps you can afford a 55-cent stamp and just write on a piece of paper and something positive, and you can put it in the mail. Maybe that's something you can afford to do. Or just go to her Twitter account, which is, let me make sure, Mary Copini, or Mari Copini, and just send a word of encouragement on that Twitter, on her Twitter account, you know. So there's always things we can do to be that we can be impactful, and we may not have the funds to do so. But anyway, again, I just wanted to shine a spotlight on that, and I think maybe I'll just do that. Something new on my channel is shining the spotlight. Where are you being impactful? So anyway, love y'all. Let me go. And have an awesome week. And, of course, I'll be checking back in. But love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.